Hey guys, Jake Bull, the Habitat Pro here. We are getting a food plot set up. New one in the timber. You can see my blue marks. I got another video on how to mark these things for loggers, but the landowner decided to do this one himself with the chainsaws. So he just had a bunch of guys in here dropping stuff and then moved it off after he blocked it up with a skid steer. Blind will go back there. That's our access from the corner of the property. So he's gonna be back in there, and then we're gonna decapitate the trees in front of him so he's still got some screening, but they can see into this plot and they'll never actually have to come in here. But you can hear the noise today is the mulcher. And we had to have the mulcher in here because we were gonna go no-till. There is gravel 2 inches down here. So we just don't want a dozer in here screwing stuff up. So this is what we're dealing with. You can see we just have huge stumps. And not real concerned if stuff comes back off of those. That's just going to be more food, but we do need to get plantable here and sprayable. And since you have to drive 4 or 5 miles an hour, and we're going to have rye in here doing the no-till process, we definitely need to get rid of these. So this is Elvin Aho of Shell River Clearing and Grading, based out of Osage, Minnesota. If you're in the area, he's a great guy to work with. So I'll give you guys a little after pick once we see Elvin's finished product of some of these huge maples that the guys dropped. And basically, from what I've seen before of these processes, we're going to be plantable at the end of today. So you can see what Elvin's doing here is he's just basically brush mowing. And then when he comes to a stump or a peg, he just drops the head flat. And when he comes to a bigger stump, you can see that he just found one there. When he comes to a bigger stump, he just spends a couple more seconds, and when he angles that head down and back drags a little bit, that's pulling everything up in and mulching it. You can see here, just to keep it productive, we went around and marked rock the best we could first with blue paint. Blue shows up really well in the forest. Let's see what he's going to come up against here in just a second. Now, if a dozer did this, we'd lose a lot of topsoil right there with him digging it out. Basswood. Not arguing like that ironwood's gonna argue. right, there it is. There's that rock. See the blue. So this is where those two stumps were. Powder. All right, guys, there it is. Machine hours and acreage done is on the bottom of the screen. We even prepped out the spot back in there for where the blind's gonna go. We gave them an access path and a pad back there. And then we even went and took out the stumps in a little nugget plot just off of this one. And it's not gonna catch any mowers. Plenty good for a spring tooth drag, packer, thunderstorm, very low maintenance. And you guys saw the buzzed up giant stumps. I mean, we were at, for a stump this size, this is the one that broke the tooth. For a big maple stump this size, the one that we had right over there, I think we were at about 3 minutes tops. And I would bet that a dozer or a track hoe would not be able to pop that stump, fill the hole, and then remove the stump from the plot in anywhere near that time. And we are definitely plantable here. I mean, some of this stuff is just fantastic. I mean, look at the organics in there. Ready to go.